2003 was a year that my school always refused to talk about. Something had happened. Something that made everyone bury the past. Silence each question. I never really minded much. My adopted sister was 7 years older than me. I went to the same school as her for all these years, so I decided to ask her how was the experience.
Oh, it was very nice. Made lots of friends, went to parties, but then there was.
She stopped. Nati? I asked her. Is everything okay? She kept looking at the wall, lost in her thoughts, as if she was in some kind of trance or was seeing a ghost.
No, it's nothing. Don't just. I don't know. My mind went blank for a second.
So, what were you going to say?
Don't worry about that.
But there was something in her eyes that scared me. Next day she went out to work, so I decided that I would search for her school years. I entered her room and took a look in her bookshelf. She was a sentimental girl and had almost all the school year books you'd get from the school years. I picked up 4 books and opened them. The third grade one caught my attention. It was much thinner than the others. I flipped through the pages with all the students' photos and everything looked normal. And it was fun to see my sister in suspenders and pigtails. The book started getting less and less fun to look at as I flipped through the pages. The Hawking Dance, Back to School, New Year Promises, then nothing. It's almost as if in February they just stopped registering the school year. They did put some pictures of the prom, but no one looked happy. They all just looked present, but nothing else. I flipped to the last year and the things look a little bit more like normal. I put the books back and made a plan. I would discover what happened in that lost year. The next day I got up some hours earlier and got dressed to school. My sister was already awake and asked what I was doing so early in the morning. Oh, I'm just going to meet some friends to study for a test.
And since when you study for anything at all?
Well, anything has its first time, right? She looked at me like she thought I was up to something, but she shrugged her shoulders and continued eating her donut anyway. I said bye, got my bike, and went straight to the library. The school kept registers of big events inside and outside school. Emergencies, big sport victories, natural disasters, etc. The librarian was reviewing some other books, and I decided to go to the historical register section. I passed my finger through the dusty bookshelves, organized by decades. That was the school years. 2000, 2001, 2002, 2004... No. It was supposed to be here. 2004, 2006? I looked up and down the hallways. These books cannot be removed. It shouldn't be missing. What could be so terrible that made them remove the book? I was ready to give up when I picked up the 2002 book and noticed a notch in the roof of the shelf. I kneeled and noticed a message scribbled by a sharp blade in the wood. The truth cannot be erased. N.F. Andre T.I.B. I looked at the message a little more and got up. I walked through the hallway to letter A, and found a single book with Andre as the author. I flipped the pages and searched for the clues, and found a chapter called Tales in Blue. I flipped the page and found a little note hidden in the lines. 2008. I immediately ran back to the yearbooks and grabbed the yearbook from 2008, when I noticed it was fake. It was the book from 2003. I flipped the pages, then I freezed, almost throwing up, heart beating fast. The date was February 14th. The pictures in the book were showing a horrifying image. Bodies spread across the floor, blood staining the carpet, guts, vices, flesh were all spread across the floor. They never found what entered the school that day. There was only one picture. A creature with black fur giant sharp teeth and red glowing eyes. Its neck was twisted in an inhuman angle. Its mouth was hanged open, and it had the dark fur through its entire face, stained of blood. 17 students died in that tragedy, until a brave student grabbed a scalpel blade in the biology lab and stabbed the creature's head, making the creature scream in pain and run away. I couldn't handle seeing that anymore, so I closed the book and tried to keep calm as the day continued. I ran home, and all those images kept flashing back in my head as I tried to forget them with a TV series marathon I was watching. My sister got home, and I had to tell her I knew about it, just so she didn't feel alone. Natty, thank God you're back. I have so many stuff to tell you.
Calm down, bro. Give me some time to rest.
She put her bag in the counter and brushed her hair. I freezed. I saw only for a split second, but it was as clear as day. A long, thin scar in her forehead, hidden in the fringe. I observed as she walked to the couch. I reviewed everything I saw and remembered the message. N.F. Andra T.I.B. They knew and tried to warn someone. The initials spelled Natty.
So, what do you want to talk about?